Hello, Jessica from Highland Roofing. This is Joel from JND SEO. I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. But I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine. So I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear more information, let's just set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, I'm going to give you some free tips that you can go ahead and use on your site. All right, the first thing I'd like to talk about today is content. So I'm just kind of scrolling through, and you guys have a good amount of content on your page here. And let's see, you guys probably have, I'm going to say between maybe 600 and 800 words of content on your homepage. That's really good. Usually I don't see that much on there. And I recommend having over 1,000, really up to about 1,500, especially nowadays. And the reason for that is because the more you have, the higher Google's going to rank you. And there is some more companies starting to close in on 1,000 now. So 1,500 would really set the bar even higher. But the second reason for that is that the more content you have on your page, the more keywords you can put into that content. As an example, I've put in roofing Greenville, North Carolina, a service you guys offer in the location you offer it in. And it's also, so it's a good search volume. There's a lot of volume on this phrase, but also it's something that new customers would search if they're looking for services. First thing a new customer would see would be these companies paying for ads at the top. After that, they're going to find this map section, top 3 companies showing up here in this preview screen. And this is all based on citations, and that's just when you get your business name, address, and phone number all listed together into a directory site. And these are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, just to name a few. After that, they're going to find the organic section. We're going to find about 10 results on each page for this section, and that's true really with any Google search that you conduct. And these results show up based on Google's algorithm, and we've talked about 2 parts of that, and that's content and keywords. So the keyword we've put in for our phrase today, roofing Greenville, North Carolina, these results are essentially our ranking for this, right? So number 1 would go to the Better Business Bureau, which is a directory. 2 is going to go to Baker Roofing, and 3 is going to go to Home Advisor, which is also a directory. Remember, there's 10 results per page, so just remember that when we get to the next section here. Next thing, I've taken your website, Highland Residential and Commercial Roofing.com, and I put it into a program I like to use called Eris, and this just allows me to kind of analyze your site. First thing I noticed, you guys do have some keywords in your header here. That's a really good thing, and you do have your business name, and that's really good. And the reason why is because this allows Google to actually find you a little bit easier by having that in your header, but it's also a way to get some more keywords in, because it doesn't really matter if they're on your header, on a picture, or on your page. Google will find them. And I just want to dive into the numbers here briefly. 32 referring domains, and they're sending you back 230 links back to your page, or backlinks. So all that really means, referring domains are websites that you guys have links on. So if somebody was to click one of those links, they would be redirected to your page, Highland Residential and Commercial Roofing. Now, on these 32 pages, you have the 230 backlinks. And the more sites that kind of refer you, as they're called, it's essentially like a reference on a resume, right? It helps to bring, to show that you make it a stronger resume, and in this case, a stronger website. And the more websites that essentially kind of support you and back you, and give you kind of their okay, that's going to make your ranking higher, and that's going to help you rank in Google as well. So after that, we're going to run into your keywords. We have about 47 showing up. That's just like what we used as an example, roofing Greenville, North Carolina. And these are what really bring the visitors to your site. The 47 you guys have, we can see are bringing about 4 visitors to your site per month. So let's take a look at your keywords, and we'll kind of see where your visitors are coming from. First thing we do see is roofing Greenville, North Carolina. This is an excellent key phrase for bringing in new customers. And you can see the volume on that with 200. That means 200 people search this phrase exactly like that every single month. And then the next important part here is the position, right? So remember that there's 10 results per page. Now, if you want to be on the first page for any term, all you really have to do is get inside the top 10. And so what happens with roofing Greenville, North Carolina here, with you guys being in the 15th spot, that's going to put you about the middle of the second page. And you are getting a few visitors from it, but what we've actually found is that 80 to 85% of people who go onto Google and do searches, they really don't go to page 2. And if you think about it, do you go to page 2 when you do a search? Because chances are you don't always, or very, very often or very infrequently. And the next phrase, we have Highland Roofing, Wilmington, North Carolina. So this is part of your business name. People who search this know who you are, and 50 people do search that phrase exactly like that every month. And for this one, you guys are number 9, so you're on the first page, which is really good. Now, the higher up you are ranked, obviously you're going to get a larger percentage of the volume over here. So ranking up higher is definitely going to help. But just to get visitors at all, you really have to be in the top 10. So I can tell you guys right now that really all of your visitors are coming from these top 2 here. You may occasionally get one from this third one, Highland Commercial Roofing, but you are ranked 16 on that one. So again, middle of the second page. So really, you guys do have some good keywords though here. These are good for new customers. We just got to rank you a little higher because you're in 23rd, and that one's going to put you on the 3rd page. So just to give you guys a quick comparison, I'm going to run over to Baker Roofing over here. And Baker's got some pretty huge numbers, but a few of these are a little deceiving, and I'll kind of dive into that. So Baker Roofing Company, that's their business name, of course. Then we have a few keywords here. Over 1,400 referring domains, sending back over 14,000 links to their page. 5,000 keywords, sending back just under 10,000 visitors to their site per month. If we take a quick look at their keywords, I'm going to show you why they have so many visitors. And it's not all recommended. We'll dive into it here. So Baker Roofing, right? That's their name. Definitely they have multiple branches, or it's a really popular roofing company. That's why they have so much volume with 2,300, right? And they are number 1 for that, so they're going to get a lot of attention and visitors. Now, next up, roofing company, right? Look at the volume on that, 11,000. Here's the problem. Roofing company is a national term. It's not specific to an area. It's not roofing company North Carolina. It's not roofing company Greenville. So this is people from all over the U.S. So it's not going to be as helpful as it looks. So even though there's a lot of volume and they're getting a lot of it, being ranked number 3, it's really not going to give you the phone calls that you're probably looking for in your area. So here's their name though, Baker Roofing Company. They're ranked number 1 for that. 250. Do search it. And then the key phrases that I'm going to recommend here would be like this, with the service and the location. Roofing, Durham, North Carolina. 300, still really good volume, and they're ranked number 2 for that. Here's another good one, roofers in Raleigh, North Carolina. 100, number 1. Roof repair, Raleigh, North Carolina. These are good. 100, number 1. So the key phrases they do have that I would recommend, they are ranked very high, and that's really a difference between how many people they're getting. Plus, some of those are national terms as well. But for you guys, if we just added really 4 to 5 good key phrases, or even just got you ranking higher for some of the ones you do have by, changing out some of your content, we would be able to bring in about 100 visitors to your site per month. And by doing that, 100 visitors generally brings you about 50 calls to your actual, number per month. But let's even say if it was only 20 calls, let's say that 10 of those turn into estimates. How many of those estimates would you guys land? That depends on your conversion rate. But even if it's only 20%, that's 2 more jobs every single month. If you guys can close 40% of your estimates, we're talking about 1 a week, 4 per month. But thank you guys for your time. Really appreciate it. I'm going to talk to you guys. I'll give you a call another day or so and just ask for some feedback. But thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it. Have a great day.